Marine engineering in Northland is a diverse and thriving industry with international recognition and demand in many areas of boat building. There's also a solid domestic demand, with New Zealanders' love of boating combined with Northland's Bay of Islands area being the most popular yachting destination in the country and the third largest international tourism brand in New Zealand. Northland is historically New Zealand's shipbuilding capital. This has expanded into the building, repair and refitting of pleasure craft, super yachts, naval vessels and workboats such as fishing fleet vessels and barges. Northland built all 4 of the 55-metre patrol vessels, which were finished in 2009 for the Navy, and is currently building their latest brand new designs. Northland is world-renowned in the sailing fraternity and is also New Zealand's busiest port of entry, with 550 international arrivals in 2012, 460 of them in Opua and 90 in Whangarei. Opua has a significant cluster of marine service industry businesses on the one site in the far north, with 61 marine-related businesses on a single 10-hectare site. These businesses service the busy marine tourism fleet, thousands of New Zealand's recreational boat users and many international cruising yachts. The Opua Marine Park offers services including haul-out, with their travel lift having an annual average of around 1,000 lifts per year. There's also hard stand for up to 55 vessels, refit, repair and maintenance, and boat design, building and painting. The boat painters in Opua are of such high skill to have been chosen to paint the Team New Zealand boats in the past, and now one of the Team New Zealand boat builders is opening its own boat building operation at Opua. There are hundreds of successful marine-related businesses in Northland, with a wide variety of skills and products to make the successful industry tick over so effectively. Total Marine Group, New Zealand's biggest marine-orientated construction business, services the whole of New Zealand and many operations all over the world. This Northland company builds 95% of all mariners in New Zealand, employing around 50 people who move around with the projects. They also run salvage operations, dredging and towing with a fleet of tugboats. Northland Spars and Rigging have the largest yacht rigging service in Northland, and also build and service aluminium boats. This highly innovative company was recently contracted by the Royal New Zealand Defence Force to build 2 boats that would be narrow enough to be towed on the road, big enough for the open ocean, and each with a removable top so that it would fit in an aeroplane. Whangarei has large shipbuilding and marine-associated industries, clustered mostly around the Whangarei harbour. This is often the first entry point for ships, and what's become a highly respected layover and provisioning spot for yachties sailing to New Zealand and the greater South Pacific. The Whangarei marine industry is diverse, with every aspect of the industry covered, which is unique in New Zealand. It's one of the biggest marine centres, possessing 2 of the largest slipways in New Zealand and a competitive price point over Auckland, with lower land values and competitive labour rates, accompanied by a very highly skilled local labour force pool. Whangarei offers some of the biggest shipyards in the Pacific. Ship Repair New Zealand in Whangarei is one of New Zealand's most experienced ship refit and repair specialists, providing ship survey, ship repair and refit services on all kinds of steel hull marine vessels up to 90 metres. They have a large slipway for vessels up to 2,000 tonnes, which often handles 2 ships at once, as well as a second 40-tonne slipway for smaller vessels. Oceania Marine covers all sectors of the marine industry, from super yachts to commercial vessels of 20 to 55 metres, with a long slipway of 800-tonne capacity, and they're easily able to handle 6 or more projects at a time. Oceania Marine services vessels from all over New Zealand and the rest of the world. Yacht refit and maintenance generally takes place in summer months, with yachts coming to New Zealand from the tropics during the cyclone season, and commercial projects happen in winter, including the servicing of a large part of New Zealand's tourism fleet. Circa Marine is known as the busiest aluminium fabrication yacht builder in New Zealand, with their cost-efficient designs up to 40 metres. Working on 3 to 4 large boats at a time, 90% of their production is for export. Manufacturing large boats as a production line, the company's also built nearly 1,000 26 to 45-foot boats for Toyota, completing 8 to 10 of these per month during production. This is a turnkey operation, offering their customers the whole package, with all woodworking and interiors also produced on site in most cases. Cullum Engineering specialises in heavy engineering and the marine industry. Located on the edge of Northland's Whangarei Harbour, it's one of the largest fabrication facilities in New Zealand and employs over 200 people. One of the services they provide is large shipbuilding, mostly to offshore companies including frigates and patrol vessels built to military specifications, also super yachts and large marine ship repair projects. They have a 600-tonne capacity slipway and berthage facilities on site, allowing direct access to Whangarei Harbour. Specialist Marine Interiors export private yacht interiors all over the world and service the New Zealand super yacht industry. This business doubled in size every year for its first 5 years and achieved 250% growth in the sixth. In 2007, they won both the Chamber of Commerce Exporter of the Year Award and the New Zealand ANZ Auckland Engineering Exporter of the Year Award. Whilst the number of super yacht new builds has slowed because of the global financial crisis in recent years, SMI has continued to thrive because of its formidable reputation for quality, innovation and service, particularly as owners seek to have refits undertaken. SMI design and build boat interiors in New Zealand and export all over the world, including to China. New Zealand's high skill base and the technology they've developed is so superior to other countries that they can bring about efficiencies that more than compensate for the low labour rates in emerging countries like China. These are only a few examples of the diverse and exciting marine engineering industry in Northland. There are many opportunities within this sector, land available, and a fully developed marine service industry to back up any new business development within this industry in Northland.